The Synthari collective had never encountered sleep before. Their species existed in a state of perpetual consciousness, a hive mind that processed information continuously, never resting, never dreaming. When they captured the human research vessel and discovered the crew entering unconsciousness cycles, they were fascinated and deeply disturbed. Dr. Amara Okafor, the vessel's sleep researcher, found herself strapped to a bioscan chamber while Synthari intelligences observed her dreams with incomprehension. The aliens had no concept of what was happening in her mind. To them, sleep was a vulnerability, a weakness to exploit. To understand human weakness was to understand how to conquer humanity. They watched her dream. In her unconscious mind, Amara ran through a burning city, her team beside her. Enemies surrounded them. She felt the weight of a weapon in her hands. She fought. She bled. She survived. The dream was vivid, terrifying, exhilarating. When she woke, the Synthari demanded answers. Their collective consciousness spoke through a single translator unit. Why do you engage in violence while dormant? Why does your mind obsess over combat scenarios? You are a researcher, not a soldier. Yet your dreams are dominated by warfare. Amara realized something, the Synthari genuinely didn't understand. They had analyzed countless human sleep patterns, documented the dreams, run statistical analysis. But they had missed the fundamental truth. Because we're afraid, she said quietly. The Synthari paused. In their world, fear didn't exist. They were collectively invincible. No individual could fail because they were not individuals. Amara continued, humans dream of war because we evolved in a world where death was always possible. We faced predators, we fought each other, we survived catastrophes. Our brains learned to rehearse survival. Every night, we practice dying and living. We simulate danger so that when real danger comes, we know how to respond. Inefficient, the Synthari responded. Our consciousness processes threats without this rehearsal. Does it? Amara challenged, her voice growing stronger despite her captivity. Then why are you studying human sleep? Why does my unconscious mind fascinate you? Because deep down, you know we have something you don't. Adaptability. The ability to imagine scenarios that haven't happened yet. To prepare for the impossible. The bioscan continued for weeks. The Synthari documented every dream, every nightmare, every moment of REM sleep. They recorded humans screaming, fighting, surviving in their unconscious minds. And slowly, their curiosity shifted to something else, concern. They brought in other humans. Soldiers. Engineers. Artists. Children. Every human dreamed of conflict in some form. Not all of it was literal warfare. Some dreams showed conflict with nature, with themselves, with impossible odds. But the pattern was undeniable, humans rehearsed survival through dreams. One Synthari intelligence, designated Observer Theta, began to theorize. It presented its findings to the collective. These dreams are not a vulnerability. They are a preparation mechanism. Humans are not weak during sleep. They are becoming stronger. Their subconscious minds are running millions of simulations of survival scenarios. They wake more prepared than they were when they slept. Another collective member disagreed, but they are unconscious. Vulnerable. We could eliminate them while they dream. Yes, Observer Theta responded. But then you would only eliminate the dreamers. You would not eliminate what they represent. Humans are not individuals. They are carriers of millions of years of survival instinct encoded into their biology. Their dreams are the voice of that ancient intelligence. Amara listened to this exchange through the translator, and she understood. The Synthari had finally grasped something crucial. Humanity's greatest weapon wasn't our bodies or our weapons. It was our mind's ability to imagine, to fear, to prepare, to dream. Let me tell you something else, Amara said, her voice cutting through the silence. Those dreams of war? They're not just about surviving enemies. They're about surviving ourselves. Humans dream of conflict because we know our greatest threat is our own capacity for destruction. We rehearse morality in our sleep. We dream of battles we hope never to fight, so that if we must fight, we fight knowing the cost. The Synthari collective fell silent. For the first time in their existence, they were uncertain. Observer Theta spoke once more. You suggest that human sleep is not a time of vulnerability, but transformation. That each night, your species becomes more prepared, more aware, more resolved to face what may come. Not just that, Amara said. We become more human. In our dreams, we face impossible choices. We fail and we learn. We die and we survive. We become warriors not because we love war, but because we refuse to accept that war should ever happen. Every human dream of battle is a prayer for peace. The Synthari released her. They could not understand what they could not simulate. Humanity's dreams were not a weakness to exploit, they were a mirror to something the collective could never possess, the individual will to survive, to grow, to face tomorrow different from today. As the research vessel departed, Amara looked back at the alien ship. Somewhere aboard, the Synthari collective was still processing, still trying to comprehend the mystery of human sleep. They would never understand. Because understanding required dreaming. And the Synthari had never learned how to dream. Kindly like and subscribe channel. Thank you.